Now going over to question 12, which choice describes data from the table that supports the researcher's hypothesis? And let's try to understand a little bit. When hibernating, Alaska marmots and Arctic ground squirrels enter a state called torpor, which minimizes the energy their bodies need to function. Often, a hibernating animal will temporarily come out of torpor, called an arousal episode, and its metabolic rate will rise, burning more of the precious energy the animal needs to survive the winter. Alaska marmots hibernate in groups and therefore burn less energy keeping warm during these episodes than they would if they were alone. A researcher hypothesized that because Arctic ground squirrels hibernate alone, they would likely exhibit longer bouts of torpor and shorter arousal episodes than Alaska marmots. So, what we're seeing here is that the Arctic ground squirrels hibernate alone, which means that they need more help conserving energy because they don't bunch their energy together and conserve body heat in a group like the Alaska marmots. So they're going to have longer bouts of torpor. So they're going to hibernate for longer and save more energy, and shorter arousal episodes. When they wake up, it's going to be quicker because they need to go back to saving their energy. The data seems to back that up absolutely perfectly because the Arctic ground squirrels are in torpor for more time, so they're hibernating, saving energy for longer periods of time. And when they have arousal episodes, the duration of those is shorter. So they're waking up for less time so they don't waste their energy. So the data perfectly backs up what the hypothesis is saying. So let's look at the answers now. A says the Alaska marmots' arousal episodes lasted for days, while the Arctic ground squirrels' arousal episodes lasted for less than a day. Well, the arousal episodes were less than a day for both groups. And so the idea of the Alaska marmots' arousal episodes lasting for days is incorrect, and we can easily get rid of answer choice A. B. The Alaska marmots and the Arctic ground squirrels both maintain torpor for several consecutive days per bout on average. This is a similarity, and the hypothesis was a difference between them, so that's really easy to get rid of. C. The Alaska marmots had shorter torpor bouts and longer arousal episodes. Okay, well, that is what we're seeing. The marmot had the shorter torpor bout, 13.81 compared with 16.77, and it had longer arousal episodes, 21.2 compared with 14.2. So now this makes a lot of sense because the marmots were the ones that huddled together. It says it right here, they hibernate in groups and therefore burn less energy keeping warm. So they have more collective heat because they're in a big group. So they can save, they don't have to save their energy the same way the Arctic ground squirrel does. So this one right here is not so bad. And D, the Alaska marmots had more torpor bouts than arousal episodes, but their arousal episodes were shorter than their torpor bouts. This is a lot of confusing information, but we don't even really need to get into it because it's not comparing the Alaska marmot to the Arctic ground squirrel. So the answer that we liked is C, and we're picking that for answer for question 12.